It's not uncommon for people to ask me, how long does it take for a family to change the habits of lifetimes of experience? You start this process actually, everybody starts it way further back than they realize, or they'd probably quit in the beginning. And it's understandable they'd want to know how long this takes. And the answer, understandably, varies from family to family. But following is a fairly typical story, just to give you an idea. Don't compare yourself to it. Just sort of get a flavor of it. Some people go faster, some people go slower, some people go really fast and then fail. Some people go at an incredibly slow rate and succeed. Speed isn't the thing, but this will give you an idea. So I met two parents, we'll call them creatively mom and dad, at the beginning of the summer, and they were miserable. Individually, their lives were simply not, in their words, fulfilling. There has to be more. They couldn't specifically put a finger on anything, but individually even, they just weren't happy. And their marriage was like, I'm going to get astronomical here, like two binary stars orbiting each other. Now, these are stars of enormous mass, never touching, but destined because of their gravity someday to be pulled together by their mutually massive gravity until one day they would explode with spectacular energy and destruction. Often when relationships fall apart, people say, well, what happened? Oh, a million things over a period of many, many years. So what do we do here? Well, no surprise. Love and teach. Now, the whole family was unhappy. First, love and teach the parents, teach them how to become happy human beings, then how to become a happy couple, and then teach them how to love and teach their own children. They pursued that goal, and I intentionally choose that word, pursue. If you don't pursue it and make it a matter of conscious primary intent, it's probably not going to happen. They were first loved and taught, and then the greatest miracle, because me loving and teaching somebody, or you watching just this video, is no great achievement. The big miracle is they chose to listen and to implement what they learned. That's called faith or trust. Take your pick. It's the same word. And in the beginning, it was pretty rough. In fact, for years in this family's case, now I've seen families completely turn around in weeks. No kidding. I kind of hate them because I was never that fast. But this family struggled for years, living in chaos with each person manipulating all the other people of the family in various ways. I mean, it's like a manipulative dance, like a dance of death. The kids learned that they could do anything they wanted if only they chose the right manipulations. Kids are just clever. They watch what works. If they cry and somebody comes, what do you think they're going to do the next time they get, bored or uncomfortable or whatever? You've trained them that if they cry, you'll come. So they just learned to use the right manipulations. As a result, they were entitled, because they figure, well, if the manipulation worked this time, then it should work the next time and the time after that. And don't you understand that my manipulations are the center of the universe? But they became entitled and irresponsible and unloving. Teaching them that life has rules, the laws of happiness and consequences, was no easy task, but mom especially realized that if she didn't begin loving and teaching them, the kids would suffer needless and disastrous consequences for the rest of their lives. So mom learned what it meant to love her children through the ways that we've talked about in the training. Looking, touching, no anger, all the usual things. It takes real dedication to break the habits of a lifetime for anybody, especially for a parent, because they're under the constant strain of having to teach kids who are looking for a way out of the fence. But she kept going. Then she learned to teach them in addition to loving them. Those are usually actually not two separate things, which is why I say love and teach. There tends to be more loving required than teaching. And it's not like you become perfectly loving and then you teach. No, you learn to love as you teach. You teach as you love, so they happen together. She taught them how to be happy, which is a natural result of feeling loved, being loving, and being responsible. Then she taught them how to avoid the unloving behaviors that destroy happiness. And consistently, she required them to discuss their feelings and behaviors when they walked off the path that led toward being happy. So the first day of school arrived. After a summer of instruction and practice, all the kids got up by themselves. Nobody got them up, and they got up on time. This is after a summer of practice, and this is the first day of school. Almost unimaginable in many families. And I got to admit, I thought to myself when I heard about it, hallelujah, cue the angels. So excitedly, the words just poured from Mom's lips. She said, quote, "The directions from last night were, be in the car by 7:25, and we will drive off at 7:30. Not 7:30 and 10 seconds. Not 7:35, 7:30. But you know," she's talking to me now, "we actually drove off at 7:26 because everybody was in the car early." Well, I was speechless. She said, "In all the years of our being a family, this has never happened one time. So why did it happen this time? Loving and teaching." She said it's never happened where everybody was ready to go someplace, or where we were all ready to go someplace early, or got there early, or got there on time, ever. And they were all, this is an important part. She's not ramming this down their throats. She had taught them in such a way that when they all got in the car and they left the driveway at 7:26, the kids talked about how proud they were of themselves. And it was pretty obvious that they were impressed with themselves. Well, they should be. And they agreed that it was because of the new program, as the mom sometimes calls it. That's the program you're watching right now, in conjunction with the parenting training and this follow-up video, for that matter. I mean, kill me. Events like this just light me up. People really want to be responsible and cooperative and happy. But if they're not taught how to do it, they fall back on selfish and natural manipulations that lead to anger and demands and dissatisfaction and expectation and on and on. So what do? Oh, we love and teach over and over, because that's simply what it takes. That's simply what works.